I mean, truly an arsenal of weapons. Um,
Ah,
uh, who has the bucket?
yeah, the bucket. I saw that and I was like,
You may have the bucket, being that he's carrying probably the heavier stuff. I don't know, like the mundane heavier stuff. I'm guessing in the pack,
Yes.
things
I
that
have
won't
the bucket.
fit
I do have
inside the bucket. I'm assuming. So like all the money's in the bucket, maybe.
Yeah. I have the bucket.
Mm-hmm.
I have the bucket of partial holding.
I saw it and I was, oh my god, this is so
Partial?
hilarious.
Nah, that's a full holder.
Yeah. Well, I say partial because it can only hold what can fit in the bucket.
It's 500 pounds. It's 5 times as much. 100 small
Yeah.
bags I have.
Yeah.
That's true. Kuiko currently
Yeah.
has a bunch of tinier bags of holding.
Yeah.
Well, just one, but you know, there's a bunch of the
Branza-
tinier ones.
Branza is kind of quirky. He will be charming, but in a weird and funny way, kind of likable. But he's quick to aggression, I would say.
As we can see, as there's currently 3 dead bodies floating around in the water.
Yeah.
Furball grabs something and brings it to you. He seems to play with it at first, but after some time, he actually finds a distaste to it. But he does put it down on the ground after he's kind of just dog paddled his way down to you guys. Because I'm sure you guys just floated down, being as the natural state in water is you fall. Well, I mean, most of this is left to our imagination.
Imagine Kuiko as a traveling protector. That seems normal at first glance. I think that's the best description here.
Okay.
Heavily armored traveling protector.
Oh, and if you use detect magic, she will shine like a sun.
Yeah. Wow.
Good to know. Good to know.
So yeah, you guys could arrive or converge all there. Donks seems to kind of just fade away 100%. Koatesh is no longer there.
I still don't know who Donks is, so I'll leave it up to you. Kuiko is just going to go over to Kuiko and see if he is okay.
Donks is the other guy in our group.
Oh.
Furball drops what looks to be the end of like a cephalopod. It is shaped like a dagger. If touched, it actually feels sort of squishy. But he puts it down on the ground.
I'll pat Furball and pick up the dagger.
Okay.
What does it look?
Yeah, it just looks like it looks almost nearly invisible. If Furball did not place it down, you would not have noticed it at all. And as you're placing your hand on it, actually touching this thing, it does sort of mold and bend to your movements, your fingertips. It's almost like a fleshy substance, like a jelly. But it definitely has a blade, and the tip of it is hollow and sort of seems to have something there, or at least used to have something there. That's my way of saying mechanically there'll be something that returns after a couple of hours.
I think one thing we can both relate to is how creative and random the magical items we are given are.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, they get stupid after a while, but There you go.
Oh, thank you. I was gonna write that down. The Dagger of Nemo. That's cool.
Other than that, Branza, you definitely saw a
What the
hammer
heck?
falling off the hands of this guy, but it's gonna take some searching to get that baby.
Yeah, I'll take a minute and look for it.
Okay.
Wait, what the hell is this? This is absolutely overpowered.
Kenny, do you want a friend?
What?
um,
I have
Ken-
Talking
Kenny-
to my hammer.
Kenny doesn't say
Oh.
anything, but he gives you a tremble, like, yeah, sure. But I'm gonna need you to roll survival.
Survival, you said?
Yes, please. Okay.
11.
How much time do you want to invest in this?
It's like a solid 2-3 minutes. I mean, that's not really that much time. And this is open water. Right?
Kuiko, you watch as Branza swims to the depths of where you probably think you saw the dead body of one of these things float away to. But this new individual, this entity that this person that the entity of Koatesh had told you to protect or to assist. They kind of just left to the depths of the center of this city.
Alright. Mclean. Since we are out of combat and we have time, do you know that Ririsu holds 2 campaigns in the same world?
Yes.
And you probably guessed that I'm from the other campaign, right?
I figured that out, yeah.
Yeah. You remember that light that Liviotham mentioned?
The what that you mentioned?
Liviotham mentioned that you should go investigate a light at the Green Hills.
Yes.
Yes, that was my fault.
You made a light?
We released a light.
Are you yelling at this through the abyss? Are you like, Branza? It's my fault that I made the light, or are you just being informative?
I'm being informative.
Okay, that's grand.
Because Kuiko would not tell you this, so I think it's better if I just told you here.
It was their
Gotcha,
fault.
gotcha.
Yeah, Branza, it will take you the better part of about 15 minutes to be in a place where you think you could find this thing. But it seems treacherous to search around here. Do you still seek it out? The danger is not as in, ooh, creepy DM is like, there's gonna be an encounter here. No, it's more like the terrain is not suitable for spending time.
Like there's some climbing areas or something?
Essentially is, how much HP do you have left?
I got 29 HP left. I'll actually use a cure wounds on myself.
Sure. Yeah. So you would have done that probably before reaching these depths, And then, as soon as you enter these depths, you realize that the water is definitely not the same as what the city is.
Okay.
And thus, the terrain is definitely a rushed and forceful push, uncontrollable. But with some time, you can find the weapon. Again, it's just your choice if you wanted to push into this.
Yeah, I'll keep looking, and I'm gonna tell Rat Damon to be on the lookout for me.
Okay.
Just like keep a lookout for monsters and stuff. Give me a little squeak if there's anything coming, Rat Damon.
Okay. Roll investigation.
Sure. Danny, I also have a pet. His name is Rat Damon. He's a little rat I keep in my pocket.
Okay, that's cute. That's actually cute.
He doesn't have a tail.
You
19.
Yeah, so just about as soon as you come into this these heavy waters, this white water rapids, if there was any air here, but since there isn't, it's just pure force what you're feeling. You are eventually struck by just a massive piece of rock. At least it looks like a rock at first when it hits your elbow. Or are you concentrating on anything at all?
What do you mean? Am I concentrating anything?
Did you use a spell that requires concentration in the last minute?
Favored foe is featured,
favorite
but it
foe
would have ended once he died.
Sure. You can tell that the lingering favored foe effect, the power, the magic that you prepare to do your favored foe, like just even the instant to activate it, flies away, disappears, is immediately gone as you're struck on your elbow by this piece of coral, this hammer, this massive thing that just strikes you. But it's clearly the weapon that you find. Yeah, it's there. It's just odd how it took you out of that effect. It felt as if it was trying to seep into you, eliminating any power that you have. But yeah, you find this hammer, and I'll send it over.
Great, cool.
Yeah, but it doesn't take you long to swim back. Kuiko, you hang around.
Hammer of distraction?
Hmm?
Is it the hammer of distraction?
No. But Kuiko, you have about 15 minutes where you're just hanging around, or probably in this building recovering. What do you do? Like, what do you do hanging around here? Is there anything?
Kuiko is confusion.
Okay.
She looks around, trying to find Kotesh, which isn't here.
Kotesh isn't there.
And probably just walk around and see what happens.
Okay.
And nothing else.
All right. And then it doesn't take long. But Branza, you arrive with a hammer made of coral. And I don't think I wrote it down. Can't find it, at least. Oh no, it should be here. No, I don't see it. I don't know why. Anyways. What do you guys do?
Kuiko still walks around.
Okay. Does Branza go into the building? Check out maybe the spot that Donks was in?
You like residual magic or something?
Make an Arcana check.
I'm not good at intelligence. 8.
Okay. It seems that there isn't much left over in this place. At least not clearly left behind. There's no residue or image. As what you witnessed earlier was sort of like they were, and I hate to say the word, they're sort of like glitching out, almost softly disappearing in spots. And as that was occurring, you kind of tell there was some essence of protection in it. But other than that, there's not much to it. You could probably relate it to something having to do with maybe an awakened dream. Maybe Donks is required elsewhere. You're not sure.
He glitched out because his PC got broke.
Oh yeah, wow. That's not what I meant to get to, but sure, yeah, that works.
No. Okay. Okay. There's some sort of protection. You said there's some sort of protection that I felt.
Yeah. There's an essence of protection for sure. Based off the magics that you witnessed.
Okay. Then I think I'm satisfied with that, knowing that he's at least somewhat protected.
Yeah.
So at that point, I'm gonna walk up and talk to Kuiko. I want to introduce myself. I don't really know you, but I feel we've forged a bond through combat. It's good
Oh,
to
you
meet
see
you.
that?
I'm Branza.
Oh, Kuiko.
Very, very interesting. Where did you come from? You just sort of, I don't know, fell out of the sky?
Um, she stutters and doesn't say anything beyond that.
Furball
Okay.
does go up to you and nuzzle on you in a almost a protective and thankful manner, for sure. The wolf.
Very. Thank you. I appreciate the nuzzle, friend. I'm just gonna talk to Furbo as if it can speak because I don't have any reason to think it couldn't. Do you have a name, my four-legged friend?
She suddenly shouts "Furball" right into your nose. Oh, his name is Furball. She pets Furball as she says this. He's my companion.
Well, thank you for assisting me in that situation. I had lost control of that. There was no way I was getting out of that alive without your help. So thank you.
Oh, it's not that and she trails up as well at this, but she still bows and thanks you for also helping her.
No issue. It's no issue. I'm going to look for a light I was told about. I don't know. Would you care to help? kind of just
perspective.
assisting the town here.
Kuiko looks around and doesn't recognize where she is. So for the Kuiko she nods and says, "Yeah, I'll help."
Kuiko, you could tell that this individual, as
thinking of
odd
whether or not
as it
Kuiko-
was that you saw them at one point with a mundane bow and another immediately with something that can no longer be described as that.
Kuiko
They
has been in
are-
this world for 3 months.
They
It
are
doesn't face her anymore.
they are an individual from the overworld. They are not from this area. You've seen the you've seen the fashion of the underworld. It is not comparable. This is clearly an elf from Port.
I mean, they already explained it. They are coming here to investigate a light, which Kuiko cannot connect to other lights that she saw.
Yeah.
So yeah, she could help. So where should we go?
Where do you go?
Yes, where do we go? Kuiko asks you.
So what area would that light have been in?
It was in the Green
Right.
Mountains. When you enter the Green Mountains,
Not in this dimension. If you,
It's not in this dimension.
if you want to know, yeah, it's not in this dimension. You're not getting out.
I mean, it's not in this biome. You know that it was either around the Green Mountains or within where the Green Mountains is above. So that's your best guess. Getting somewhere around in there would be a good place to start searching. But again, you'd have to research with the people that are part of the underworld, and from what you can tell, these people are not. They're more of an they're more excluded from the underworld folk. It seems like this specific area seems to be like, I don't want to call it the spa of the underworld, but this is where people come to take a break from having spent time traveling in the state of constant warring and insane occurrences in such a fast pace. That's what you're getting the gist of. So maybe asking someone around here, what's the best way to get to around where the Green Mountains were, or again going out of this biome would be the best bet, where there are people actually adventuring and searching. They're
Do you
pretty
have locate
closed
object by
in.
any chance?
Repeat
Say
that.
again?
Do you have locate object or locate creature by any chance?
No.
Okay. Then yeah, they just go a random direction.
We could go back and see if Captain Vrez knows anything.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest, I forgot why we were at this building.
You were meant to pick up Ali's stuff.
Oh. Yeah, I'll grab that before we head back to the town.
Right.
Is it inside?
Yeah, inside. She told you where to search. There would have been a hidden panel on the wall back of where the other table is at. It doesn't take you long because she gave you directions on how to get there. And once you did open it up, you found some first of all, you found a silver longsword. You can tell that's the weapon that she uses. For it is pretty intricately designed to look like teeth at where the pummel is, and then a straight edge, but still double-sided, double-edged sword. This long sword. Along with that is a bag that has a bit of coinage inside of it. Do you look inside?
Sure.
Yeah, there's a good amount of copper and silver, but there's a bit of gold in there as well. It seems to be a sack of maybe 15 to 20 of each of those coins.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you take any?
I'll take the sack and give it to Kuiko.
You give her the money?
Yeah.
She takes the sack and opens it up and looks inside. It's gold pieces and silver pieces.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of coins.
And then she just hands it back to you, Branza.
Why are you handing this back to me?
I thought you would just show me what you found.
Oh no, I was giving this to you.
Oh,
Take it.
I really don't need it. She looks down. I don't need it. Here, just have it back. You can keep it.
Does it seem like there's anyone around us?
Not at the moment, no.
I don't think so.
Okay. I'm just gonna tell Kuiko, I'm giving this to you so the person whose it is doesn't know we have it.
Wait, you're stealing this?
I was sent to retrieve stuff for a friend of ours from this building. I have retrieved their stuff. This was with their stuff.
Then you should keep it. You're supposed to be the one retrieving it, right?
Yeah, but she's a pirate. She'll understand.
Okay, I have many questions, but
Isn't she part of the pirate faction from the Court of Horns?
She is not part of the Quarter Horns. She is part of Odilieri's group. Yes.
oh, okay, that's fine. But she doesn't let us know, so. Well, now she just keep it, and if she does see who you are talking to, she will give it back. That's what she decided, and just puts it on the belt, I guess.
Okay. So you just have a pretty heavy sack of gold on your belt now. Okay.
I would put it in the shadow box, but thanks for the message, I guess. Ririsu.
This would be before that.
Wait, this will be before that?
Yes.
Oh no. If this is before that, then the continuity will be broken, right? If I open it now.
No, it's fine.
Oh. Like I didn't get the message about the shadow box yet?
Not yet, no.
When the hell does this happen?
This would have been in your break.
Oh, the 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that makes so much sense now. Okay, then Kuiko is going to attempt to open the shadow box.
Yeah. You put it in there.
Oh, okay. Nice, and then just close it and go on.
Done. Just takes you a minute.
I wonder what happened.
So you watch Branza as Kuiko just kind of digs around in her shadow for like a minute and a couple seconds, and then she pulls her hand out, and then there's no more bag of coins.
Oh. That's a neat trick.
Yeah, a huge goblin gave it to me.
Cool. Cool.
Oh, Ibu. Wait, what was Ibu's position again? I think you mentioned that. Was he
You
part of the...
know this name, Branza. Ibu is a member of the butcher's shop up in Imali, the the largest city in Port. Um, from what you know is that he is essentially yeah, he's like the main person there, the one you'd go to talk to to get stuff done, to assist you in your travels if you're looking for a sellsword or someone to guide you somewhere. Uh, Many butchers have been lent out to several expeditions to breach the underworld, and in the time that they've been around, they've sort of made a decision as of recently to not use any official butchers anymore in this manner, at least to breach the underworld, as it's very rare for people to return from the underworld, if at all. And with this being done, they had to fill the void, and people could still show up and offer to earn some money. The butchers just take a bigger cut off of that, and they would essentially just in proxy assist in breaching the underworld or getting boons from there, or earning power in hopes to return.
Out of curiosity, about Thorn, has he ever gotten, like, I don't know, a weapon that when he touched it, it changed shape?
Who?
Thorn, the person that Koretesh was protected.
No. No. He doesn't have a magical weapon.
Yet.
Yeah. I mean, the dagger and the hammer here are not magical. They're weapons. Although I'll still probably make them attuned. Because they're broken as hell.
After all that, Kuiko is going to ask, so where should we go now?
Well, I need to return this sword to its owner. But then we should talk to Captain Brez in the town about getting to the Green Mountains.
Ah, okay. And if you go, she'll follow you.
Okay. As we go over to see Ali, you go to return her sword, and then she immediately asks you where the sack is.
And Kuiko pulls out the sack from a shadow again.
Okay. You hand her the sack, and she kind of just jiggles it in place without counting it, and she's like, "Okay." She buys you guys drinks, and then she realizes that you guys don't have to pay. But in this bar, the one that I am not going to yet because I just haven't gone to it yet because wow, I'm lazy. It's I believe, yeah, it's that Misitono guy's bar. And in there you find Ali, and Ali's there. And once you hand her the sword, handing her the thing, you're good to go and now push on to meet Captain Vrez. And after contacting Captain Vrez, I think the most he offers about how to reach the Green Mountains would be to kind of escape this area. He specifically says escape because it is difficult to leave this area. You generally need to have some kind of ship or be really good at swimming. Um, and honestly, it's just he says it's a way. There's a way around, but they're all like going back around the city, essentially. So
Wait, which city?
um, at this point, he sort of does kind of start pulling out maps, seeing that it's a little easier to just show rather than tell. And so will I, if my thing ever works. Up. But he does say that, and at this point, Branza, you would have seen a bunch of these maps laid around, especially by the elevators that you saw previously, at least. And in those, you would have seen these maps or gotten an idea of what they look like. Let me just get there. I'll see what I'm dealing with.
Wait, did Kuiko time travel to the future?
No. No, this is your past, Kuiko.
Yeah, but she wouldn't have all this random stuff on her if she was still at that time.
What random stuff do you have?
Those magical items.
I mean, do you put the dagger of Nemo in your pocket or somewhere?
That's a great question.
I figured you did.
What?
You had it last.
I have always needed an extra dagger, but Branza, do you want this? Kuiko holds out the invisible dagger.
So yeah, Kuiko's holding up like nothing. Branza, would you like to make a perception check, please?
Sure.
She's holding like a dead squid.
Oh, ha ha.
Ow.
Very funny.
What do you mean? She looks at the dagger again. She does
Why are
see
you
a
trying
dagger.
to give me a squid carcass?
A squid? She gets confused. This is a dagger. She
That's a dead squid.
This is a dagger. Oh, she pulls out a coin flip and cuts through it. It works, right?
Yeah, it slices through it. You just watch as like this limp kind of near translucent tentacle just rips through this this fabric that Kuiko pulls out.
I'm really glad you did that because I was actually about to tell you to stab me.
I was thinking this is where I was gonna go. I thought this was where I was gonna go.
If it's a dagger, that's stab me. And then she actually stabs you.
To this,
exactly, that's what I thought. That's
make
what I was
an
gonna
insight
say.
check.
Yeah, that's a dagger.
Branza, make an insight check with disadvantage. It's a limp squid ham thing.
Insight. 12.
12. I want to say no.
I'll have.
Oh yeah, if that's a dagger, stab me.
Wait,
Do it.
I'm choking on my orange. Give me a second.
Oh no.
What? No. I won't stab you. She suddenly holds the dagger a bit away.
Can I try and throw my hand onto the what he is thinking the blade of, or what she is thinking the blade of the dagger is?
Yeah, make just roll a d20. Add your dex.
This is not going to go well.
And your proficiency. It's just a dex check.
Kuiko is gonna dodge away. She doesn't want to hurt Branza of all people right now.
Nah, he stabbed himself.
20?
No, you stabbed
20?
yourself. That's your meet your AC. Beat it.
Okay, then
So roll
Let's make an
1d4 slashing, and then 1d4 poison.
that is a
10 points of damage.
5 points of damage.
That is funny.
Ignore the con save.
The con save is only when
You know-
you use the range attack.
Yeah, it's honestly
You know-
overpowered.
It's
Because,
not.
for example, against Yenna, I can one-shot her.
It's not the desired outcome, but man, was it funny.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was ridiculous. Oh man.
Oh wait, Kuiko, are you okay? She pulls away the dagger again.
So you feel a little sick now. Just feel weird.
I'm feeling weird, and I've had some drinks. I'm just gonna throw up on it.
Dex save.
No.
I'm just gonna vomit.
He is high
I'm just
enough.
gonna
He does aim away.
I'm just gonna vomit. It's like, oh shit, that really was a dagger.
With a wound in your hand now. You have disadvantage on hand-related dex checks. Unless you use the cure wounds, I guess. But we eventually do find ourselves Captain Vrez, and then this is what he gives you. This is the information that you receive. What
We
happened?
haven't solved the dagger issue. So, do you want it? She then holds up the, do you a dead squid again?
She holds up the squid that's clearly a dagger.
Sure. I'm just gonna gingerly take it.
Okay, good luck putting it on roll 20 because it took me like 5 minutes to get it correct.
It's kind of squishy and weird.
I'm
This
gonna
is
send
the
you how I set it
grossest-
up.
This is the grossest weapon.
I'll send it on Discord. That's how I set it up. Just input these stats after making it a record.
Gotcha. I have a really odd question.
Yes.
There's no odd question against this DM.
Yeah, there aren't.
So one of my radiation effects is
Mhm.
sometimes inanimate objects talk to me.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Does this dead squid looking dagger talk to me as if it were
Oh.
a living squid?
You accepted the radiation effect. Okay, that's cool.
No, it doesn't say anything. At least not yet.
Okay,
It hasn't.
if you ever make it say something, is it just gonna talk to me like it's a dead squid, like it's a living squid?
Maybe. It might.
This could get to be like
When
really
you hold the
creepy. Like,
dagger, you keep hearing brook, 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 brook all around, and it doesn't stop.
Oh man. With that out of the way, Vrez gives you guys some information. You realize that there are 2 exits out of
Where
this
are we?
biome.
Where are we?
From your understanding is you are somewhere under Granguana.
Oh no, are they creating devils?
No.
Okay, that's good.
You,
Wait, not yet. Wait, who cleared out the Green Devils?
Nobody. Who did clear out the Crane Devils? They haven't been cleared out. Regardless, he gives you there's two exits. You can go south and find your way through the river near Grenguana. They've mentioned that.
Oh, fun fact. Did they mention Green Hill by any chance?
The what?
Green Hills.
No.
Green Hill.
No, that's the you mean the Green Mountains?
Did they just at least mention the name and that they want to escape back out?
Yeah, they're giving you directions of how to get there, but to get there, you have to leave this place. And from what the captain is aware of, there's two exits. The obviously known exits, the ones that everybody else takes. So again, you could take the river and go through this
Wasn't
side.
there a door in Grenguana?
A what?
An exit at Grenguana.
There.
I thought there was one.
You don't know.
Okay.
But there is another exit, and this one is ambiguous exactly where it is. But what you're understanding is that it comes out near Uterna, and by Uterna, you can find the easiest route to get to the Perennial Stratum Castle Hold. This is the opposite area from what you want to get to, because if you're trying to reach the Green Mountains, the closest elevator to the Green Mountains is the one that's called the Lift of Life. Unfortunately, the Lift of Life, taking it is free, but coming back through it costs. And then I think he pulls out like a big pamphlet that it seems faded and says no problem, and says what does it say? It says an entire glossary of the lifts of the underworld. And he kind of just flips around, gets to the L, and is like, okay, Lift of Life. And it says, yeah, it says it's going to cost anybody who returns to the underworld or uses the lift to get to the underworld, it costs them everything they own. And it says right here, for Adasor. I don't know what that means. Who's Adasor?
Wait, they don't know Adasor?
Yeah, he's been in a biome underwater here. There are some visitors, many people just show up but don't deal with the locals. And then they usually just buy a passage out and leave. The most information he's gotten from the overworld and the underworld has been from anything you guys have told them. Nobody tells the cops anything. But yeah. Which path do you guys go? Do you guys even take a path? Do you choose to do something else? Captain Vres specifically has requested for you guys to fix the time issue in this place.
So what?
There's currently a time issue. It seems that everything's sometimes some days seem like they're going backwards. Other times, it's as if people are regaining youth if they've spent a lot of time in the underworld. But it has the inverse effect if you spend too much time here. It also feels like you're losing time to a degree. Lots of deja vu, and there are people also having these awakened memories, these moments where they kind of lose themselves momentarily. Their mind isn't with their body, and they return almost instantaneously. Yet for them, it feels like sometimes minutes, hours, or days have passed. This has been a recent occurrence.
Do you know anything about this?
I don't know how to fix it.
Vrez does tell you. He says, well, the entry point in order to get to the system room. I mean, I could point you to it, but again, part of the problem is getting through there is a bit of a maze. It's difficult and it's also dangerous if you aren't careful.
You have passed without a trace, right?
Yes, but I'm currently out of second level spell slots.
Oh. Wait, what? Oh, okay, I won't answer.
You, I didn't have full spell slots when we started combat earlier.
Yeah, now that I mentioned that, I think that was, yeah.
Wait, why not?
Do you think we could stealth through the entire maze?
Why didn't I have full spell slots?
Yeah.
No.
We had done. I think when we first rescued Allie, we had gone into combat.
The fight in
then we waited a week.
Yeah. No. So you debuffed yourself.
Maybe we had another combat. Maybe.
No,
I don't remember.
It was just the fight in the fight club essentially.
We don't talk about the fight.
We don't talk about the fight club. Though this fight club we could talk about. They're meat folk. They don't care.
I have no idea why I only had half my spell slots then.
You were trying to like do some weird stuff, I think. In the fight, probably you're trying to cheese donks to win. I don't remember. I don't know.
Sounds like my spike growth.
Regardless, I think. Yeah. If you guys wanted to take the rest, you guys could take a rest and then tackle the maze. You could go directly, or we could just close up now because hell, I'm tired and people do have to go eventually. I think this would be a good point, unless you guys have anything.
I'm fine with taking a long rest and then going at the maze next week and ending on the long rest.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
All right. Is there anything that you guys would have wanted to pick up? Specifically, do you go to get your weapons, your items that were being fixed or fabricated by the mage here? Okay.
Oh, yeah. I want to go check on. We were looking at like that dragon shield, and then.
Wait. At this point, Fizz is in the shadow cave, right? In that tower.
Shadow cave?
Yeah, in the shadow cave. Fizz and Young and Branza.
You and Branza are in a bar, I'm assuming, unless you went to the cop station.
At this point in time.
You're in
I mean Fizz in this time.
Oh, Fizz at this point would be in Grenguana 2 proper.
Wait, I thought we were in the shadow cave going through the tunnel of exit.
Nope, not there yet.
Wait,
this is before that. This is when you were first starting your training with the ships. So in the middle of your 3 months.
Wait, we did a combination ship here?
Yeah, you guys found one, remember?
Oh, we did it here. So Kuiko is right back where she is here.
Yeah. But not really, because you're underwater.
Oh, right.
Yeah. But those items, Branza, yeah, did you want to go get them?
Yeah, I want to go pick them up.
Okay. Upon entering that shop, the magic shop.
Wait, there's a magic shop?
Yeah, there is a magic shop.
I do believe I already paid for the items though.
Yeah, you pay for them, and then immediately as soon as he sees you, the guy he gets excited, and he essentially he offers you gold for your items. He says first of all, he says where, because he doesn't speak, but he writes it up in the air. He says, "Where did you find these things?" He asks before anything, and from again your passive insights, you can kind of tell he has some interest in it. So it's up to you if you want to like even tell him anything.
Why do you want to know?
Interested in magical items. These are very powerful, but seem closed off. The word "closed off" is in almost italic, the way he writes it, as if he's trying to emphasize the word.
We had to kill something for them.
Did you see it die? Is what he asks.
I think so.
He
death saves.
Takes a minute.
I'm gonna be honest. I was pretty sure. Like, I was 100% sure, but just the fact that you asked that question has lowered it down to like a 65%.
He takes the shield, being the one that you paid for, and he places it on the table. This shield is thin. It resembles a kite shield, so it has the 4 points, like a diamond, and the bottom one is extended much further than most all kite shields could be. Functionally, you could place it on your back, and it would give you 1 AC, or if you put it on your arm, it will give you your 2 AC.
The start of this BS.
Yes. The thing that he starts pointing at is, you can tell, like, it kind of looks like, it looks like a carapace across the entire shield. It almost seems to be just the most obscurely shaped and oblonged item. If you were to lay it flat, it's mountainous in its own right, but very light as it's held in betwixt the air. The one thing that he does do,
the shield,
it feels light. It's pretty light for a shield.
Man, it lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Between when I gave it to him and when I'm getting it back, it lost a lot of weight.
That's not the worst of it. He places his hand over it, and you can tell he pumps magic in this thing. You see aura fly off of him, almost as if he's forcing magic to fly out. And you see this the kite shield itself. It splits in two, kind of just a bit, and there seems to be some kind of ejection outwards. And you see just this sort of nasty looking, I want to say, like moth-like droopy wings come out and just lay and just flat on the ground and all over. They kind of splay out and about like a blanket, without purpose, not lifting, not carrying. And he's kind of just like tapping at the carapace with the hard thud, just dunk dunk. And he says, "It's magical." but serves someone. I would assume whatever it came off of. But that could also apply to something else that it was aligned to or with.
It would find some humans.
Not even that. He's not saying that at all. He's saying this thing won't fly till whatever it's connected to is destroyed.
So until we kill whatever it's connected to, it is just a shield.
It is just a shield that will not use its wings for you.
Maybe you can fly.
Cool.
But it has wings.
Nice, that's cool.
Okay, very cool.
He does put his hand on it, and he says, "I would buy it for 2,000.
2,000 what?
Go."
That's insane.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
He says
things that are worth 2,000 in here.
He says 5,000 if you give the armor as well.
Has he shown me the hammer yet?
He brings it out, and this thing is pretty long and massive in its own right. It now has ridges for its handle, and you can tell this thing is kind of like spiky now at the edge. And again, kind of the same way as like when he pulled it out, you saw that the spikes were out just like, I believe I want to say a Morning Star. I'm not sure if that's an actual weapon. I may just be making shit up in my head.
It is.
Great. So, just like it has spines on a Morning Star, I'm assuming, this is what it would look like. And then the moment he lifts it, you see the spines kind of retracting itself. Like, no, you're not it. Leave me alone.
The same one.
And it says...
So it's kind of like that same thing where it works as a weapon, but its full potential will be used until...
Exactly.
Got it.
Plot twist, the person will wield it.
He does say the weapon can functionally work. It just won't effectively work. So it will apply some extra damage, but you can tell that it can do a lot more if it really wanted to.
So if I sell them to you now together, it's 5,000.
5K, yep.
How about if I destroy what owns them? Then how much?
Wouldn't you keep it?
Yeah, he kind of smiles, but he shakes his head and he says, "You would have no reason to destroy it if I have them. If I have them, I'll seek out whatever it is for my own game."
That's what I'm saying. If I keep them for now and then go out and destroy the thing and come back, then how much?
The DM really wants you to keep the shield.
No, hold on. Because for him, he's really thinking about this question, and he wants to give you an honest answer. You've been a great patron to him. He'll kind of give you. He'd be like, I wouldn't be able to afford it. Not in an empowered state. He explicitly tells you this.
You said not an empowered state?
I said he wouldn't be able to afford it in such an empowered state. Once you've killed whatever entity is keeping these things from reaching their true potential, those items take up times 10 in price. Is generally what he's trying to tell you. It's like the worth of these things will be a lot more if they can do what they can do if you destroyed whatever is keeping it from being strong.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
Well,
that could
in
be
that case.
Mhm.
In that case, these things seem very valuable to me. I will, however, sell you this pistol.
Okay.
And if you'll take it, a hand axe.
What kind of hand axe is it?
It's a normal hand axe.
Yeah, he looks at it as like, no, thank you. He's just shaking his head on the hand axe. But he does take the pistol, and he looks at it. You can tell that he kind of does know what to do with the pistol to check it, but is very careful around the trigger, as if you can tell that he does not want this thing to go off for any reason at all, as if he is being careful. But I still have to roll. And he's fine. We're perfectly fine. But he asks, how much are you willing to let this go for?
It's ice pistol. I don't know, 100 gold.
He says deal.
So what is the actual value of it?
You don't know.
Yeah, now that it's no longer in my inventory, how much could I have gone up?
You don't know either.
Dang.
Just ask like 5 sessions later. You would know.
You can make an insight check.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll make an insight check.
Yeah.
Where's insight?
Just don't regret it.
21.
Yeah, you can tell that he's probably giving you a little more than what it's worth, but this item isn't found here like that. This isn't completely
it's uncommon here. It's uncommon here, so the value is more. Got it.
Yeah, but he still needs to make a profit.
Got it.
Yet he does
Economics.
recognize the item. You can tell. So it's not like he's getting away with like, oh yeah, this is a win 100%. No, he can't get 200 gold for it, but he could get north of 100. It's still a risk for him. But at the end of the day, yeah, all that happens. Danny, did you want to sell any of your stuff? Just do it. You guys have a bunch of stuff, sell it, or you guys have a bunch of stuff, just buy it.
Okay, wait. I'm going to. This is when I'm level 5 in the cave, waiting for the speedster, right?
No, the speedster would. Yeah, they would have been
I'm going to see if there is a dagger. For Christ's sake.
Yeah, what kind of dagger? You just had a dagger in your hand.
I gave it to Branza.
And then you immediately, next to Branza, go to the guy who's handing Branza money, and you go, "Hey, do you have daggers?" After
I was imagining Branza going into the shop and Kuiko trying to find Branza again and stumbles into the store. And then realizes it's a weapon store and asks for if they have any, if you're allowed, light weapons.
So the thing is, like, you can tell that this person has very select items, the very specific items that they have prepared and made, but he does have weapons. So he does ask you, what do you want your dagger to do?
It just has to be a dagger, to be honest.
Okay. He pulls out in a very small case, not that small, a decent sized case that he unlatches, and there is a dagger within it. You can tell that it's sharp. There's some magic upon it. There's no script on the pummel or anything like that, but the dagger itself is silver, and it is a +1 silver dagger. He says
I'll take.
200 gold.
Wait. 200.
Yeah.
Is that how expensive +1 daggers are?
No, they're probably cheap.
Huh.
But
Wait, 200 gold?
you know this for the price for like port, and port's prices are the cheapest anywhere. So literally going anywhere outside of port, you know you're gonna have to pay top dollar regardless, always, anytime if it's not port. So this isn't too far from like belief compared to what you've seen in other places. You've seen magical daggers go as far as 300 gold in some extortionist locations, but 200 is pretty decent. You could haggle them.
What Kuiko had? Wait, does she still have? Kuiko is going to put 2 oranges on the desk.
And then they're gonna write in the air. What is that?
It's oranges. It's not found in the other world.
We accept gold as currency only.
Okay, she takes that. You know what? I haven't touched my gold in like forever, so fine. I'll take the +1 dagger.
Yeah. They take your gold. What is it? In what form? Is it gold or platinum or?
It's you know what? Just despite it, 20,000 copper coins.
You give him copper.
Oh right, gold pieces. You know what? Just put the 200 gold pieces.
Okay. I was about to be afraid. I'm like, oh no. At this, they also point at and you can kind of tell there's like several quivers hanging around. There's just one empty spot there, and the one right next to that is a magical quiver, and they point at that, seeing that you also have a quiver, and they say, I have this as well. Would you like to purchase?
I swear to God, if it's of humans. But yeah, we'll go over and see the quiver.
Yeah. Hey, Branza, you remember how much this guy the lady sold you the quiver, right? Mclean?
Mm-hmm.
You remember how much he charged you? It was like 300, right?
Say again?
It was like 300, right?
Yeah, I was thinking it was like 250, 300, somewhere in that range.
This was different. That's why I was just checking, because their economy is pretty close. They do offer this quiver. It seems to be a very light quiver, but there are 5 arrows hanging out of it currently. And to that one, they say that's 100 gold.
The entire quiver.
Just for the quiver. The arrows seem to be
Seeing
part
as
of it.
this is a magic shop, Kuiko is gonna ask, is there anything unique about this? She does has a perfectly working quiver.
Yeah. He writes, magical shots.
Magical shots.
That's what he writes. That's what he says as he writes down.
What What do you mean by magical shots?
He makes like the motion, like he's doing a bow shot.
Wait, just the potion?
He makes the motion as that. He's not speaking during this entire interaction.
Why is he not speaking?
He has been writing up in the air using a wand the whole time. He seems to be mute.
Oh, he's mute. Okay, that changes a bit. Can I try it?
Yeah. Do you pull an arrow out?
I'll try it. Wear it. Well, I'll remove my old whip and put on the new one. And then try to pull an arrow and shoot it with a normal longbow.
Sure. Where do you shoot it at? Like, do you shoot him with it? Is my question, really. Okay. Just checking. I don't know. This could be the turn.
If Kuiko shot someone for no reason, I am not going to be able to recover from this.
I mean, they have a wand in their hand. They're prepared for anything. They're not dumb.
That's good. Kuiko is just gonna shoot at the wall.
Yeah. There's like a post there that has a bunch of holes where you could tell people have disrespectfully just shot at, and you intuit that, I guess he doesn't care enough for that. Make an attack.
28.
Wow.
Why did I get this roll last round?
So, you watch as this arrow just rips through the post, and there's just this like gaping hole about 3 feet. Yeah, it's like a foot diameter worth of a hole in place of where the arrow would have been if you would have shot a regular arrow.
And there are 5 arrows.
There are 4 in the left now.
What is it like? Buy the magical arrows for free?
Per long rest.
Oh. Okay, then I'll pay the 100 gold.
Okay.
I'll put in some extra. I'll put in 5 silver and 3 covers on top of the 100.
Wait, so you tip him?
Yes, I tip him.
How much did you tip him?
5 silver and 3 copper. Because I just had that in my inventory for some reason.
He hands you 2 magical arrows. And they both have a little fire coming out of it.
Huh. Wait, what?
He just hands you 2 magical arrows. After you give him that tip, he just hands you 2 magical arrows, and they're a pair of the same arrows. But one of them is magic. Both of them are just have this like fire flying off of it. Like the fire does not go out. Is what I'm saying on this arrow.
Oh, thank you. He picks the arrows.
Yep. All right.
Alright.
Yep. Anything else you guys need to do?
I got nothing else I need to do.
Yeah. So I say let's close it up.
Right.
Yeah. That's a good game. You guys murdered the crap out of these bad guys. So
I feel like I invaded too much into this part of the game.
I don't know. You know what you should
Sorry
do though?
about that.
You should probably give that arrow to Branza.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I should give like one of the arrows from the 2.
Okay.
Do you accept it, Branza?
Wait, what arrow is it?
They're both the same. They're just fire arrows. They're just fiery arrow thing. But do you accept it? Mclean, I think you said yeah.
Yes.
Do you put it in your quiver?
If I put it in the magic quiver, what'll it do?
Hey.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Do you?
Yes.
The moment you put it in the quiver, it sort of like keeps going in and then disappears. But as you're attuned to it, you feel that you're going to have another one of these arrows after whatever amount of time has to go for you to return all the arrows.
Okay.
So currently you have 2 magical arrows and 98 mundane ethereal arrows.
You have no
Okay.
idea how much the DM wanted you to put in arrow.
What did you say again?
Ririsu has been planning for this creeper for the past few days.
Yeah, I was trying to get you to put an arrow in there earlier, but you didn't want to buy any of their other arrows. And I was like, fine, I'll get someone to buy another arrow.
Yeah.
But yeah, you now have double fire to do.
Wait, is my creeper the same as his?
No.
So I have a question. DM.
Yes.
If I put in, let's say, 20 different arrows with various effects,
Yes.
What they said.
will we have to keep track of
Yes.
which arrows
Every
have
single
been used
time.
daily?
Yes.
Yep.
And will it be randomly rolled for which one I...
No, you know. You know what you want.
Just like I say, fire arrow.
Yeah.
And I pull up
Yeah.
fire arrow.
Yeah.
Lightning arrow.
Yeah.
You basically get magic spells, but like one element per day.
I've got a Hawkeye quiver.
Wait, where's the creeper?
Oh my gosh, you have a Hawkeye quiver. I keep making shit that's from other stuff. God damn it.
Now that you mention it, that is.
Daddy, I thought I was real smart. I was like, oh, let me make a cool thing that you could tell where people are lying. Oh, and also it gives you tremor sense. Oh, but you can't see anything. That's basically just the avatar, and I'm like, oh fuck. I was like, no, I'm just copying things. I'm like, it's too late.
Honestly, I didn't even recognize that that's a Hawkeye creeper.
Hey, Kenny's pretty unique.
Kenny's unique, but Kenny's also like a rip from another item. So is he?
Remember
I
to
still
not
think,
eat the
I still
pill.
think the quiver. I still think the quiver is unique. That you have to put new arrows in it for it to regenerate them.
I mean, that's like
Hey,
the
don't
That's
fucking
cool. That's cool.
best.
Don't eat the
Yes.
pill. You will lose Kenny if you lose the radiation, right?
Who?
I might lose the ability to talk to Kenny. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
That would be such a tragic death.
How long have you?
Would you like? How long have I been irradiated?
Yeah.
It's been a while,
No, not that long.
and I have it's been like probably close to 2 weeks.
That's
That's not that long.
that's not much.
I have
Yeah.
several effects.
Let me know when you hit a month.
Oh, wait, hold up. We haven't been paying attention to all my radiation effects.
I have.
Really?
I have them right
When
here.
weapons are drawn around me, I should have disadvantage on initiative rolls.
Yeah, I knew that, but they had their weapons out already because they were already prepared. So there's a very specific prerequisite. They have to draw their weapons around you, and you
Okay.
have to see them draw the weapons. They arrived weapons drawn. Probably the only time a weapon was drawn, quote unquote, was when the shark's hand changed. But that doesn't count as drawing to me.
Also, I think at that point I'd already rolled initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have weapons are drawn around me. I have disadvantage. Once per day, I can take an action to breathe and heal 1d10 damage, and I don't need food or water to survive.
You're
How did
sleepy.
you get all the good ones? When I got a unicorn point.
I can hear inanimate objects.
And there's
long
another
rests.
there's another one you haven't even realized yet.
Long rests are 2 hours longer.
Were you attacked
Oh
by
my God.
melee at all?
Yes, I've told you that before, and you couldn't find the effect.
Okay,
that
but I
was
have
supposed
it
to be.
now.
It's electric, right?
But this time, have you been attacked by melee in this game?
Yeah, I got bit twice, and then I got like impossible stabbed twice as well.
Oh shit! So yeah, we keep forgetting that one's very specific. Is you have to get hit by a melee.
Okay, let me say this. I don't keep forgetting. I remembered the first time, and then I said, "Hey DM, I just got hit. You told me to let you know," and you couldn't find the effect.
Yeah, but that was like how long ago though? I've been found it already though, because I'm reading it right now.
Okay.
I have it. It's already here. It's just like
because
I know what should have happened. It's just I'm not gonna say it now because it sounds it's gonna be more fun when you're just like, oh, that's what it was.
I'll let you know next time. And
Yes.
then my last radiation effect is that I can, as an action, I can establish a telepathic link with a creature within 20 feet.
That's so good. What do you?
Yeah, it was broken for a little bit because
Just
it
don't
was
get any
like
more
our only
radiation.
way. It was our only way to communicate with people for a little bit.
Oh, because the curse, right?
Yeah.
Did you start talking normally?
I mean, we forgot every once in a while, but honestly, for like 1 or 2 sessions,
Every once in a
our
while.
only means of talking to people.
Let
Every
me
once in a while, yeah.
let me share some
for like 1 or 2
information.
sessions, our only means of communicating with people was just me being like, all right, I'm gonna telepathically communicate with this person. All right, I'm gonna take that away, and I'm gonna telepathically communicate with this person.
That's
Let-
actually kind of cool.
Let me share some
We just had a
insight.
book.
Um,
When we
It
get
was cool, but I was the only one who could talk to people or talk at all.
when Kuiko came down, she used the book to point words.
that
Yeah.
worked.
But we had party members who were.
Wait, so are you
pretty
now still
carefree
speaking
about-
with telepathy?
Say again?
Are you still using that right now, or are you just speaking?
No. I can only do it with one person. I'm just.
So are you
speaking
cursing
normally.
everyone now?
I believe that they were already cursed when we got here.
Oh, grandfather. Oh, right. Thanks, Liz.
I want to say, for Kuiko, pretty much all of the underworld was cursed prior to this. Branza, not so much.
Okay, and they're from the future. Yes.
They are.
In this timeline, yeah. Wait, is there another campaign in this year? Because I heard that they were in the time in the future of us.
Yeah, like
I thought we were in the time of the past from them.
when you were taking your 3-month break, Kuiko, Danny, when Kuiko was taking her 3-month break, these guys are currently in this messing around right now, just here. Like the time is matched. Is what I'm saying currently.
Wait, so firstly, it's the time when Kuiko was listening.
Yeah, it's in the past essentially.
Wait, Mclean, is it, well, to you as a player, is this in the future or in the past?
This is a present for them.
I was under the impression that we are playing, that this game is in the same timeline but in the past from the other game, and that
Yes.
things we do in this game change what happens in the other game.
Yeah. Unless continuity. Wait, is there a third campaign there?
No, not yet.
Wait, then you said something about...
How did the light in the Green Mountain go up from him?
Oh, it was...
We're in the past.
Okay, so let's do a timeline. So first, Kuiko made the light at Green Hill with there is another player. Then after that, Liviovum told you to investigate the light, so you went there. When you're already there, Kuiko and Fisk already, well, someone cursed the other world and grabbed. And when you got down here, you did stuff, and after some time, Kuiko teleported to you, and yes. So you saw like what happened to Kuiko, but because time runs differently, it's hard to explain.
I could do it.
Okay.
Okay. I
Here's
would love to hear this explanation of the timeline, but I really need to go to sleep.
Okay.
All right, so next time we'll hear next time then.